Okay, give us some feedback on your recruiting process, because I just joke with you now, but you signed before the basketball season started.
Yeah,
why?
yeah. I was fortunate to have Coach Peterson in my life. He looked out for me as far as my grades and things of that nature. You know, I ended up taking the SAT test pretty early. I took it, I think, the end of my sophomore year. I took it twice my junior year. So the start of my senior year, I had already passed it. I think I can't remember my score at this point, but I know it was over 900, probably I think it was like 1,000, something like that. But that was a collective score. But I'm past the clearinghouse, so now all of the schools that that really wanted to recruit me were coming after me. The I think I was recruited heavily by Mercer, by Butler, by Loyola, Chicago, Tennessee at Martin. I went on like 4 or 5 visits, man. Like I said, it was awesome. It was coaches coming by the house every other day, and I just didn't see. I didn't see any time that I shouldn't be wasting any time with carrying it on the whole.
Well, you
season,
didn't waste no time.
Wondering where I'm going, the following year, and trying to figure all of those things out, man. A lot of the other guys said I should have waited. Bob, me and Bob always talked a lot when we were getting recruited, me and Troy, and it was like, man, why don't you wait? It's some better schools out there, some bigger schools that want you, you know what I'm saying? Just wait it out a little bit,
Yeah.
But the second signing or the second date to open up for anybody to sign a letter of intent wasn't until like April or something, and I was just always the one who wanted to be prepared, wanted to just know where I wanted to be and not have to worry about it. So, if something happens during the season, I don't have to worry about it. I already signed a letter of intent, guaranteed 4 years of playing basketball at Division I level for the next 4 years. So I just went on ahead and made that jump, man. And Mercer was talking really good. They wanted me to come down and start. They weren't a real strong team at that time. They were trying to rebuild. But they had recruited me along with two other freshmen, and we were going to start. That was the only reason I went to Mercer. My plan was to go to Tennessee. And when I talked to those guys in Tennessee, talked to the coach and everything, the main thing was I was probably going to be redshirted. Well, it wasn't probably, and it wasn't. I was going to be redshirted and have to sit. And I just didn't want to sit. And I talked to Doc about it. And I didn't want to have to sit out at any time, But looking back on things now would have helped me. Get stronger, build up, build my body up, learn the system and all of that. But I chose to go to Mercer. I had a real good time, man. It was 30 miles away from Atlanta. A lot of the guys on the team were from Atlanta, and I had a lot of fun with it. We had a hell of a schedule. We played Duke, we played Georgia, we played Kansas State. The schedule was awesome. Over the 2.5 seasons that I spent with them. And,
what happened after your 2 years, 2.5 years?
I was just real unhappy, man. I gotta admit, I got home. I got kind of homesick. None of my family and friends could see any of the games unless we had maybe a TV game, which we didn't have very many TV games. And I just got real unhappy, man. It didn't seem like fun anymore. Basketball should always be fun. And it didn't seem like fun anymore. It just became more like work.
Yeah.
And it was at that point when I decided, I want to play, but I want to finish school. So I tried to transfer to a couple of other schools, and then it just became more so I want to finish school as opposed to trying to play basketball. Basketball is always important. If that's what you want to do, it's important if that's what you want to do. But then it comes a time where you have to say to yourself, well, I still got to get an education. Out of doing all of this and going to school free, or I got, they using me, so I got to get something out of them. So I ended up, graduating from college. I got a degree out of it. Didn't get a chance to go play for money or anything like that, but at the very minimum, anybody who gets a scholarship at the minimum should get that degree. That's the minimum.
Any regrets not playing more after 2.5 seasons?
Only regret I have, man, is that I don't think I played hard enough. From high school, college I did play hard. You know, I worked very hard when I got to college, you know. High school, I could have done a lot better, you know. But I'm not sorry for any of the things that I did.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, I would want to go back to make it better than what it was. But I'm not sorry for any of the things I did, man. I think I had a really good career, like I said, man. I joined one of those elite groups, you know what I'm saying, that only members of the Central team have made, you know what I'm saying. Anybody who played varsity at Central, knowing how rich the history is here, knowing how people play in the city, you know, how the guys at that time were playing, and how much basketball was in their blood, man. It was a privilege, you know, and to even be interviewed, you know, is an awesome thing, you know what I'm saying.